Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Thanks to Audible.com for supporting the Mike O'Mara Show. Audible is the leading provider of audiobooks with over 150,000 downloadable titles. For a free audiobook of your choice, just go to audiblepodcast.com/TMOS. Remember, go to audiblepodcast.com/TMOS and get your free audiobook. Thank you, Audible.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Green is the color of spring, the color of new life, the color of eternal renewal. The color green signifies the changing of the seasons, from the naked lady trees of winter to the nubile fertile green patches of rebirth in April. The musky scent of buds bursting fills the air in spring, turning men's thoughts to those of copulation. For it is in spring when we can drop our pants and pursue with reckless abandon all that we desire, being mindful, of course, that without another consenting partner, we may indeed spend our spring and summer at a county lockup, waiting to be judged by a jury of our peers. Yes, spring is a time we all cherish, as loins swell and bosoms heave, with the singular knowledge that we are put on this earth for no other reason than to do it. There is one shade of green, however, that radiates unlike any other, and that shade of green can be found in the coveted Master's green jacket. Today, boys and men, and some in between, will begin their scuffle at Augusta National Golf Club, where color still matters. When you step into the hallowed grounds of Augusta, you step back in time to a simpler world, where white men were judged as much for their ability to recommend a good waiter as they were for their smooth golf swings. Walk the first nine and you can practically hear Bobby Jones whisper, "Willie, if you can't get the right number of ice cubes in this glass, then I'll whip you till the switch cries."
Oh, no.
That is not okay.
As one drives up Magnolia Lane to the creepy house on the hill, one is struck by the majesty of one's own vision, as one can only fathom one's smallness when one is aware of one's insignificance and one's worthlessness.
What?
You are now a patron of Augusta. And as Clifford Roberts once said to Hootie Badadaba, You are now our property. You best mind your manners, lesson I has to take some of that Yankee out of your sorry ass, bitch.
Yeah, good quote.
When
Boo.
Jerks. You got to reset the music.
When President Eisenhower lost control of his bowels at the base of the tree now known...
I never knew, Oscar, I never knew this story.
At the base of the tree, now known as the Eisenhower Pine.
Oh, makes so much sense now.
It is rumored that the grass at Augusta was never more properly fertilized, and that the chickens had nothing on old Ike. Kindly old Ike. From Gene Saracen's massages to Fuzzy Zeller's secret teeth whitening sauce, the Masters is also about memories. Memories of Jack and Freddie and Little Woozy and Phil and Bubba and Arnie and Midge and Kippy and Skippy and Sneezy and Douchey and Smeg and Sphinxy and Old Tan Tommy. Yes, a tradition unlike any other. We all watch the magicians of the stick ply their trade with uncanny skill, negotiating the veiny phallus of Ray's Creek, tightening their fanny parts around Amen Corner, hoping to drop their heavy load on the club chairs of Butler Cabin as they squeeze their musky arms into the narrow canals of a green jacket sleeve. Yes, times have changed at Augusta. The free labor and separate water fountains are now but a fond memory. But the spirit of Caucasian competition endures, and like the white dogwoods rising up from the inferior brown earth below, we say, "Hoo-ya haba doo-da de-doo-da." Get it now. Get it, y'all. And be quick about it, boy. As we purify our souls with the tournament we always call the Masters. Let the profiling begin. Yay!
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Howdy. Evening, Detective. It's Jimmy Conlon.
You got some nerve.
I got 15 witnesses that say you ran a cop car at Jamaica Avenue.
Killing an officer while your son killed his partner.
I killed that cop, not Michael.
If your son's anything like you, he's probably laughing when he pulled the trigger.
I need your help.
I am the last person on this earth that you should be asking help from.
You're the only cop I can trust.
There's no way out this time. And I'm pretty sure that I can find a witness that says your boy did it.
Tell me what you want.
Names. All of them. Every life you took. Every family you ruined.
You give me that.
And maybe I'll listen to your son.
Not yet. I need to take care of a few things.
Turn yourself in.
You drink coffee, Harding?
Yeah. 6 cups a day for the last 30 years.
Put in a little extra sugar. It's gonna be a long night.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his office chair, here's Mike.
Coming to you from the heart of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., this is the Mike O'Mara Show. On the air, online, worldwide, the Mike O'Mara Show is a daily radio show and podcast with the greatest listeners on the planet because they get it. And if you are here, you do too. So, hoo. All right. The show today is brought to you by Stamps.com. Cut the music.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Here's a quick quiz. When is the best time to go to the post office? Do you have the answer for me?
Is
Do
it
you
the
know?
stroke of midnight?
No.
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime is a good guess, Oscar.
Well, you probably said, unlike my pals here, before work, during lunch, or after work. Guess what?
He said
That's wrong. Because did he say lunch?
He did say lunch.
Well, I'm very sorry. Thank you. That's great. May I proceed?
Yes.
That's wrong. It's in the copy. That's when everybody goes. But you can ignore those crowds thanks to Stamps.com. Stamps.com is the better way. Just use your computer and printer to print official U.S. postage right from your desk. Then just hand it to your mailman. First class, priority, international. Stamps.com does it all. Any package, any letter mailed at your convenience because Stamps.com is open 24/7 with plenty of parking and there's never a line. Get it? You're at home. We've used Stamps.com for years, and you should too, so we love it. Act now for a free no-risk trial and $110 bonus offer, including a free digital scale and up to $55 in free postage. Just go to Stamps.com and click on the microphone and use the code TMOS. Don't wait. Go to Stamps.com, and before you do anything else, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in TMOS. Stamps.com and TMOS. You'll never go to the post office again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, you know, Jim Dance's writing gets better every year, Mike.
You know, Rob, it's only two. There are only two ways you go. You go the homoerotic way, which
Yes, and you
there
have.
was just a taste of it this year, or there's the segregation way, which I really emphasize this year because,
Mike, those
as
who
much
don't
as I love the
understand
tournament.
history, those who don't
Yes.
understand history are doomed to repeat it.
Absolutely.
And that's why you need to call them. And I like you calling Butler Cabin the creepy house on the hill.
The creepy house on the hill. Yes, sir. You know, as much as I love it, and I'm talking about love it, I watch press conferences at Augusta. I watch the players come in. I watch Tiger's entire press conference. That's how totally into it I am. And then I get mad when they're not covering the par 3 tournament. I'm into the Masters. I love that golf tournament.
It
I really
is.
do.
You know, I think it's one of the best television events for sports that there is. It's leisurely. It's beautiful to look at. I think I bought my first high-def television 1,000 years ago for the Masters.
See the blades of grass?
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful thing to look at.
It truly is. I think when you mentioned that, I had a similar experience at my brother-in-law's house where he had one of the first big screens that I'd ever seen.
The projection with the 3 balls?
Yeah, and it was this was actually just a really clunky, massive, like Sony thing that it took 16 guys to get into his basement.
Whatever you want, think Belmont.
That's it. Yeah.
It was like
that guy. You
Yes.
remember that guy?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, we got it all.
I dreamed of going, this is before Amazon ever existed, but I dreamed as a kid that my dad would say, hey, kids, get in the car. We're going to Belmont. No. We always went to Sears.
Mike,
Well-
but you could also go to Jack Luskin's, the cheapest guy in town.
Jack Luskin had one in Annapolis.
Yeah,
we had
I
one
always-
right down the street.
I love any electronics store that has bars on the window.
Oh, fantastic.
And you know, you alluded to it, Mike, and now I've got to sing it. Whatever you want, think Belmont.
Rob, you
Whatever
have
you
to-
want, think Belmont.
You have to protect that merchandise when there's only one floor. So, anyway, it's true. But I really, as much as I love it, that Jim Nantz opening is born out of a true anger for some reason that I actually played a little golf in that rarefied, club air of a tournament location at Robert Trent Jones Golf Club in Manassas, Virginia, when they had it back then. And there's this subplot. And you can catch it if you really look for it. You'll see it in the Green Jacket presentation, where the guy goes, well, thank you, Jim.
Yeah.
And we're not going to do this on the green where the people can all, we'll have a separate ceremony, but we're going to keep it indoors. And it's that underlying clubby bull-ass thing that they do that really that fuels that, and I get a chance to pee all over it when I do
I
my
get the
Jim Nantz.
same feeling from the TMOS fan club page.
Oh,
Same
Hey,
feeling.
cue the Rob. We need Hail to the Chief. We need Hail to the Chief. We
I
really.
think it's darker.
Oh,
than
this
Hail
is
to the
better.
Chief.
This is better. Frank Underwood Santana. Boy, do Oscar and I have a story to tell.
You too, man.
The fan club has, and I am here to tell you, elected Oscar Zebelius Santana as not the president, as one of the administrators of the fan page on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen.
A new dawn.
I would say, Mike, he might be the most powerful of the administrators. Player.
I'm not saying I'm the admin whip, but I'm the admin whip.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Now,
Poised.
Mike, if you could set the table, please.
Okay, yesterday, I think maybe at the beginning of the show, Oscar comes in and says, I applied to be an administrator.
Yeah, because they put out a call, right?
Yeah.
They
If you're
said,
interested in becoming an administrator, we're
And
looking
Oscar
one
applied
more.
for the job.
Of course.
And,
One more job, why not?
And last night, let's just say in the O'Mara household and the Santana household, there may have been some adult beverages consumed.
Cameron Hughes.
it is so obvious when you
There-
put up a post. When you put up a post, do you have it handy? Your
Yeah, I
actual
do.
original post,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, let me go
that
get it.
original post, Mike, was the equivalent of a big 4-foot wooden spoon going into a pot at Hershey's Chocolate and stirring it up.
Mike,
I love
may I
it.
make a request and you read it as Frank,
Frank Underwood.
if you don't mind?
Yeah, let me hold back. We'll have the music ready to
Please,
go.
please.
But when I peeked at that and Mike said that, and I believe there was some capital letters, and I said, "Oh, look who's ready to have some fun tonight."
Yeah, Dateline 11 hours ago.
Ah, here we go.
The Mike O'Mara Show fan page. I have to share this. I love this site. SDM, I give you crap all the time, but I truly love the intensity of the threads on this page. I read it all the time. I don't care who knows that. With that said, SDM refused to let my pal Oscar Santana be an admin on this page, and therefore, I am going to make it my mission to get O elected. He is responsible, loyal, thoughtful, and he will eliminate all the silly asses I've blocked over the years. Wait, no, he won't. Oscar doesn't block or unfriend anybody. All the more reason to let him in. Vote for Oscar. And now, good night. And that started
your
the
lie. The
yes,
good night.
By the way, if you wanted a tell for people that really don't get the joke, it would be the people who even got into the zip code of taking me seriously.
Of course.
I was having the same kind of fun, but usually, let me explain. These are the many layers of me with social media.
Let's look at the O'Mara onion.
I rarely do this. I rarely have this kind of fun. I only pretend to have this kind of fun, trying to mimic Oscar when he's having fun doing
Right.
this, because I really take most of this crap too seriously. That's the way I do it. And even within this thread, I was just looking at the people saying, conflict of interest. And it's like, oh, blow me, blow me, blow me, blow me, blow me.
And for anyone who even use the phrase conflict of interest, I want you to think about what you're discussing. This is a page.
It's a fun house.
That is about a podcast.
Yes.
It is a page, right.
It's not a doctor or a priest
Right.
or the person who runs GM. It's a fan page.
Look, I'm happy to be in management. You know I love management. You know I'm always into management roles.
Yes, you
I
are.
will say this, though. My first order of business is to remove Stephen Douglas McIntyre.
There we go. But you can't because he's a fellow admin.
No, it's a consensus.
So you cannot get rid.
Look, I got the messages. I have to vote. There is some sort. You have to go through some ritual. It was easier to get in the Skull and Bones in college. I'll tell you this much.
Is it like a secret ballot or is it? How do they vote?
I got it. And look, this
Mike,
is pulling back
they all put on hoodwinks, which is the actual name of the hoods that you wear when you are a Mason.
We can only put in some requests.
Yes, of
like,
course.
for example, my request would be no more of those silly birthday greetings and welcoming new members.
No, hey, how dare you? How dare you?
Can I add to that? Can I add to that motion?
Yes.
I would like
I'm not with them.
I would like to say, in addition to doing away with the welcome messages, let's install a goodbye message when they're blocked. So it's like, goodbye to
This
Stephen Douglas
is not-
McIntyre.
Gentlemen, this is not how you play the game. It's politics.
We're just being silly. It's all
Frank
just being
Underwood
silly.
said it best.
Okay,
Wait,
now, what the privilege of being the admin on this
I got
page?
some heated texts this morning.
Did you
Heated
really?
Messages. That said
Really?
if I really was interested, these are by other admins, by the way. They circled the wagons.
How many admins are there?
I think there's a total of 5 now.
They need that many, Mike. It's like the flipping Supreme Court.
What is your power?
It's a
What are you
lifetime
able to?
appointment, from what I've been told.
Yes.
I have the power to nominate a sanction, but it has to be.
What is a sanction?
Explain that.
If
I don't
someone
even know
is
what that means.
blocked or temporarily removed, or a post is deleted.
I see.
That goes up to a vote, but
So-
it has to be nominated. It has to be second, much like a boardroom meeting.
All right, it's been a while since I've taken civics or government,
Yes.
so let's walk through this slowly.
Someone has to second the motion.
Let's say Adam Sternberg gets on.
I love this.
And talk
This
to
is so inside, but you know what? We're a small family, so I'm fine with that. No
young
problem
Adam
at all.
Sternberg has a glass of wine, probably a sweet wine.
Too much lot 555.
and gets on the fan page and says, Tony Bloom is an ass. Which is not true.
Yeah.
How do you proceed?
So I think, once Adam says that, right?
Right. Drunk Adam Sternberg calls out Pony.
Yes.
Which happens all the time.
Absolutely.
I have a love-hate affair with Pony, but if someone really found that offensive,
Right.
they would nominate, an admin would nominate, say, look, Adam Sternberg's out of line. This is what he did. They probably take a screen cap, show the evidence. Someone would have to
convene?
Someone would have we'd have to convene. Someone would have to second the motion, and then we would vote to see if we blocked them.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
disappointed. I foolishly thought, now I don't care about your election. I foolishly thought you all had absolute power. That's what I thought,
no.
that you all
Power
had absolute power.
corrupts.
I'll give
and
you
absolute power.
Well, there's
got to
be somebody that actually presses the button, right?
We can all press the button, the nuclear
Okay.
option.
Yes.
You
So you
can.
could immediately, without convening, you could
I could
strike the comment.
I could press a bunch of buttons right now if I wanted to.
yeah.
We'll see what happens.
So you could strike.
Just
Do you
to
have
see.
to? Do you have
Let
to
me
vote?
see if I can block SDM right now, just for S's and giggles.
Oh my God! Blocking an administrator, Mike. This is heavy duty stuff. Can you strike a comment from the board without convening?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay.
If you
see, that's
if you
strong.
block all the other administrators, it's a palace coup.
Yeah, it
you
is.
can take over.
But I
this-
have to do it in the cover of night.
Yeah, when they're all sleeping. That was the funniest post Oscar had about Stephen Douglas McIntyre goes to sleep at 10 o'clock.
Exactly.
So he's not up when this stuff is going
Mike,
on. Oh,
he has
God.
never even seen the credits to the Mindy Project
Oh,
because
my
he
God.
is asleep.
This is what I get from SDM, and God bless you, SDM. Thank you for letting me in. He's the one that finally made it happen.
Right.
Everyone else is asking me, are you sure? It's a lot of work. This
They
is
all
what I
talk
got.
like that too, Mike.
From SDM.
Yes.
No one gets blocked or booted unless all admins agree. Can you deal with that? Question mark.
Hey, can you deal with that, dude?
And then you lied and told him yes.
Yes, with a big
so-
happy face. Emoji, happy face.
That's it.
Now, do all the admins, do they have nicknames like is Stephen Douglas McIntyre like known as King Nudge? And
No,
you
no,
would be
no.
known as the contrarian because you would vote just to prevent anything from happening.
I'm new, so it's and again, we haven't had our first weekly meeting, but
Oh my God! You have weekly meetings.
yeah, we have agenda, we have minutes, we have notes.
You do it. Are you serious? He's going to go to the meeting. Dude.
Wow.
You're going
Oh,
to sit
they're
on your
online.
computer.
We get
I
all-
know it's online, but it's still
No,
time.
Mike-
I would have a gun in my mouth.
Mike, it's
I
not
swear to God.
online. It's at the old Fun House in Ocean City. It's in the
Oh,
House
my
of
God.
Mirrors, and they fill it with fog, and they go in, and nobody
Wow.
wears clothes.
So I'm in,
Wowzy
baby.
woo-woo.
I'm in.
Oh,
There's
you're in.
justice. The balance of power has been restored.
Yes.
I will rule with an iron fist.
Is it?
No, you won't.
Is
No, I
it
won't.
a
I'm a softie.
conflict? Is it inappropriate to reveal the names of all the admins? I'm curious.
I'll
Are you curious,
I'll go
Mike?
in. I'll go in. I'll expose them for who they are.
Now,
I
for
mean, we
example,
should
Mike, Rob, if you go to the fan page,
Yes.
if you can look at it, are
I
you
can.
able to look
I
at
can
it?
indeed.
I would like to see Mike Priest removed from the.
I saw that post. I thought it was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's disgusting,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
making fun of my friend, and I think that is wrong,
Let
wrong,
me take a
wrong.
look Shame
and
Mike
change his ways.
Priest, Mike
Gotta
Priest.
shame him and changing his ways sometimes.
That is not funny. Have you gotten to it
Oh,
yet,
you
Rob?
see, I don't even have a shirt that color.
There it is.
I think Mike Priest, it looks like Mike Priest is a real vision of physical activity himself. So maybe I'll meet you at CrossFit, see you in the box.
Good
get
Lord.
your
Good
feelings hurt. They're
Lord.
always having
Needs
fun.
more than that. Needs more than that.
I did play the race card though.
Yes, you did.
I did do
Yes.
that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I looked at
Absolutely.
all those lily white faces and I said, "Well, something's different. Look at
Yeah.
America."
Yeah, you
Look
know
at
what?
this message board.
Exactly. Da 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 da
Yeah.
da da da. I believe it was Stephen Sondheim himself, Mike, who said, "Smoke on your pipe and put that in."
And,
Oscar-
and Terry Reck, let me just say this: the man who just doesn't get it, does not get it.
Now,
Thank you.
is he an admin?
No, he's just a friend who says that it's a conflict of interest. Kept yelling it from.
Hey,
the,
you know what'd be a
Oh,
great
he's a hump.
a great
I
campaign
saw
slogan
that.
for you
Yes.
is this fan page is
I'm amazed that not too many people had a problem with this. Yeah, Terry! You've got a problem, Terry right there with your weird picture.
Your
I wanna-
campaign slogan will be this fan page is about to get reckless.
Really, Terry, you're amazed that not
Terry.
many people had a problem with this. Are you? Jesus, please,
Is
come
he another
on.
guy? Does he talk about conflict of interest?
Yeah, he's the originator of the conflict of interest thread.
Hey, you know what he should
That's it.
do?
He was the first person to weigh in.
He
Now, let me
should,
see.
he should cool the fuck down.
Whoa! What I wanted to tell Terry was, I'm gonna win you over. I'm gonna hug you. I'm gonna love you. I'm
Kill
gonna
him
treat
with
you all right.
kindness.
I'm gonna kill you with kindness. That's
Right.
You know what? I
That's
should
what I
take
do.
a lesson from you, and
Yeah.
I take back everything I said. Let me rephrase it.
Okay, very
Terry,
good. Here he goes.
when you look in the dictionary under dick, they use your picture. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's
Anyway.
nice. That's
So we're
very
in,
nice.
baby. We're in.
That's
That's
After
it.
all these years,
Do you
Right.
promise not to abuse your power?
I won't.
Good.
I'll
Good boy.
Look, I'll barely make the meetings. I gotta be honest with you. I got a full schedule.
I understand.
Work it out.
Is it a conference call or a video thing?
We have Oscar as
Google
an
chat.
administrator on our own fan page.
I think that's good.
The absurdity of that is funny. It is truly, truly
Mike,
funny.
how many crooked, horrible governments had a similar system? And it's
You know-
always worked out.
By the way, if you want to join, I think they're always taking new people, and we'll give them a plug. God knows we give them a hard enough time. And let me read the mission statement, okay?
Oh, good.
In the voice of Gene Simmons, as I continue to cram as many impressions into the opening segment as I possibly can, I will now share this. If you are interested in joining the Mike O'Mara Show fan page, we pay more attention to that than, no, I don't want the Frank Underwood
No,
music.
not for
Put
that.
away.
No.
Okay.
The TMOS fan club is a way for fans of TMOS, which also includes Tech 411, Americast, The Rob and Joe Show, and It's Mickey, to locate
No
each
cake and
other.
cookies?
Why is cake and cookies not on there?
What an a-hole.
Hey,
You're an administrator.
look
That's
into
got to
that.
be changed.
I don't do the busy work. I just
it's-
rule.
Hey, yeah, you do. He's off the hook.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, he put a PS in there. Okay, so you're in there.
Oh,
Okay,
thank
yeah.
Christ.
The TMOS fan club is a way for fans of TMOS to locate each other. The description will grow with the club. P.S. Cake and Cookies, The Rob and Katie Show, and The Tony Perkins Show featuring Gary Stein have their own fan pages.
Oh, therein lies the rub. Now
I
now I got to run for those.
I bet you know who the admin is for that. Is it SDM again?
I think he does
Or-
them both, yeah.
He does them all, right?
Yeah.
He does them all. And,
The
No,
man's
you know what?
cornered the market.
He did not start the Tony Perkins one because someone else started the Tony
Good for
Perkins
them.
one and then bailed
What a-
on it to someone else.
What a way to interact on the show. let
It
me
is.
tell
It's
you.
fantastic. You
Look,
know, Mike,
and they
this
got
would
what
have
they
been,
wanted, Mike. They got what they wanted.
This
Look,
would
and
have been
everybody-
impossible when you started in the business.
Absolutely. I will tell you this, that the only thing I require, Oscar, now that you are a
Chess?
certified admin on that page, and this is all I want. I don't want you to block people. I don't want you to edit out negative comments. I don't want any of that. All I will require will be a dossier of background checks on each other administrator. Every administrator, just get it on my desk and just like to take a look at it. Hey, you know what?
Big government.
Actually, only
fan
one.
club.
Yeah.
Only one. I only need one. I only need one.
Really, just one who?
SDM.
You can see Oscar reading his dossier. Are my,
Yeah,
eyes,
absolutely.
are my eyes really brown?
SDM's the Yellow King.
Well, congratulations, and may your reign be long and fruitful.
Yes.
you.
Here, here.
Whatever.
Long
Yeah,
live
here.
the king.
4 more years.
Yay.
4 more years.
5.
We will come back, and because I have told Rob and we have discussed leaving Costco entirely and doing all of our shopping for our big box store items at the Amazon, which we need to lead by example, I will also be talking about what I hate the most about any shopping experience, and it happens at Costco every
All
time
right.
I've been there. We'll take a break, come back with more. You're listening to The Mike O'Mara Show.
This week on the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show.
Thank you for calling Burger King. How may I help you?
This is the Burger King.
Yes.
I'm having a wedding, and I'd like to book the Burger King if possible.
How about I give you my district manager's number? And
Could
can
you
talk to
have
him?
your district manager call me?
Yes,
Okay.
I will. Let me write down your name.
Rection, Hugh G. Rection. Do you want the number, the phone number at least?
All right. Give me the first 3 numbers. to
There
start
are
with.
there are not 3 numbers in the area code. I only have
There
2.
has to be 3 numbers in the area code.
That is not true. That is absolutely not true. I have a 2-digit area code. Are you still serving breakfast?
No.
Great. What am I going to do about that? And now you're laughing at me. Now you're mocking me. Now you're completely mocking me.
The Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Because 5 hours a week just ain't enough. Always available at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
So
You know, I
much
was
fun.
turning in last night, and I looked at my wife and I said, "Good morning." Every day I get to see my son sleeping, and he is so peaceful. He's literally sleeping like a baby.
That's where the expression comes from.
Oh.
Well, like father, like son. I, too, am sleeping like a baby, thanks to my Sleep Number bed. I've told you about my Sleep Number bed for years. Right now, my sleep number is an 85. As a matter of fact, tonight, I will probably turn it up to a 90.
Look at you.
Based on my current spinal situation. And Carla's is a 65, and she sleeps like a baby, too, because we each get to set our own firmness. Doesn't everybody want to set their own firmness? I think so. All Sleep Number beds are available with Sleep IQ technology, so they allow the ability to adjust for the best sleep of your life. Using the dual air technology inside the bed, Sleep IQ tracks your sleep so you really know what affects you. There's nothing to wear, nothing to turn on. You sleep, and Sleep IQ will tell you what you need to do to optimize your comfort so you can sleep like a baby. I mean it. I use it. I endorse it. Because it's the best. My Sleep Number setting again is an 85. Carla's is a 65. Come in right now. Save from $300 to $800 on a Sleep Number bed with Sleep IQ technology. No better sleep. Find your Sleep Number setting today only at one of the 450 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Find one near you by calling 800-511-0061. That number again is 800-511-0061, and tell them I sent you. We would really appreciate that. Welcome back to the show. Whoa. Happy to have everybody. I rarely say this, but we do have a bit of a kick-ass bonus show this week. So
fun one.
After my earlier speech from earlier in the week, this is a hell of a time to jump on board. This would be a great time. Pony, did we get the email situation straightened out and sent that out? I remember during the meeting, which you forgot yesterday when I said, can you send that along for my perusal? And since that didn't happen, I figured I'd ask you on the air, which is your favorite thing.
Show business.
Well, Mike, many things were done yesterday. I have a draft email that I'm going to send you, but unfortunately I got a little hung up processing the bonus show yesterday and making sure it's ready to go out.
Okay. He also got his
communication.
Olive.
I ran out last night, actually.
You ran out of olives?
Yeah, it was awful.
That is really bad.
Mike, welcome to my world.
Yes, I understand.
Yes. Thank you for following up.
Come on
Appreciate
in.
that.
Hey, you know what? This will be addressed by the admins on the Pony Boy fan page.
Pony.
Yes.
Come on,
let me
get
ask.
happy.
We have
happy,
worked
get
so
happy.
well together this past 3 years. The first year, not so much. This past 3 years, right? When you don't have a deliverable ready, what is the protocol?
The protocol is generally to
blow it off and not talk to anybody.
No. He
like
knows there's a
one.
protocol.
And
the protocol is to communicate and say, this is what's happened. This is my ETA.
And there's no generally about it. It's pretty hard fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened, my friend?
Do you think? Let me ask you this: Do you?
scared?
Why do I feel I've got tremendous deja vu right now? Do you think? I've yelled at others like this. Others who aren't around anymore. Anyway, let me, Pony.
Some who are. Just for fun.
Do you think, mistakenly, I might add, that I'll forget these conversations?
No, of course not.
Which I do sometimes.
Were you scared to write him and
No,
tell him that you couldn't deliver?
I had said yesterday that the changes would take about 2 days to roll out, and I was falsely under the impression that...
Now, see, I have to stop there because I would think that the email, it was just changing like an email that goes out.
There's changing one email and
that's a 2-day task, boy? Is that
well,
what
no,
that
it's
is?
finding in the code where that second email was coming from.
Ah, okay.
That's
Got
what
it.
it
All
was.
right.
Email.
All right, you're
All
off the
Mike
hook.
wants is a little text, courtesy text. Hey, I'm grinding on this. I need
Yeah,
another
just
day.
Working on
Let him
it.
know.
Have it for you tomorrow.
Fair?
Yeah.
Fair. Don't be
Yep.
scared
Indeed.
Look, he's scary at times,
Oh,
but
he's scary all
if
the
he's
time.
informed, he's not that scary.
And I know I send contradictory messages all the time, but Oscar's absolutely right. Text me whenever you want.
let
except
him
next
know.
week. Except next week. All right, very good. Let's.
Well, hold it,
move
Mike.
on.
That ruins my plan because every day I was going to text you and just say, talk to you in 4 days. See you in 3. Please reply.
Oh God! It's goodbye to the locusts down here, or the fleas, as Carla likes to call them.
Hold it. When you say locusts,
starting
are
to thin out after Easter. Starting to thin out. Down
like
here.
cicadas? Like the
No,
big
I'm
guys?
talking about the people. The people that come down. Rob,
okay.
get with the program. The people that
Snowbirds.
come down here and feed and feed
Well, you
and
see-
feed, and then fly back to their stinky rose perfume smelling nests.
What do I always think first, and you know this, are biblical plagues. And when you
I know.
say locusts, I'm thinking that. If you were to say, well, the river's running red with blood again, I would think of that.
All right,
Cameron
Phyllis.
watch
Phyllis,
Michael.
we're gonna go to my favorite restaurant and stand in line on St. Patrick's Day to get corned beef and salad.
What does that mean for you, Mike?
It means traffic improves.
Good.
It means stores
Lower
and shopping
mortality
things. Lower mortality rate, absolutely. It means, if I was to get out and do stuff on the golf course, I can't do it now because I have thrown my back out again. But it means that you can do more stuff. And there's just when they're all down here in the month of March, which is when they're all down here. Everything is full. The restaurants are full. The stores are full. The golf courses are full. The waterways are full. The fishing charters are
Gym's
full.
full.
Everything, all the fun stuff. The gym is never full. No, the gym is never
The
full.
urgent care, very full. It's
You
very
got-
full.
You got one 85-year-old guy with a 10-pound weight going. But no, it's it is what it is, and I'm just basically a full year that I've lived here now.
Yeah, that's
I've
right.
finished. It flew by. Time. You know what? Time flies when you're hospitalized.
It does. Well,
So,
You lost a month at
You
least.
save so much time with other people changing your sheets. That's just
Yes.
it's a magic time saver.
Absolutely.
Now, you've been down there when it is relatively deserted. and you didn't like that. And
Yeah.
you've been down there when it's thick with oldsters, and you didn't like that.
I like it right now. I like it right now,
The
and I like it
cycle
right
is
now
now-
through May, through the end of May.
Glory days.
These
I
are
like it fun.
the salad days.
This is. I said this to I think my wife that wherever you go, at least if you're me, you'll find a reason to hate people. It's
well,
it's
of course.
easy.
I mean,
you know,
it's not
easy.
just people. You can hate the climate.
Would you
can
like
hate the
the
environment? You can hate anything.
Would you like the myths that I would like to dispel after my
Mythbusters,
my
please.
year
Well,
of,
yeah, there's
of
Myth
living here?
Spencer, he lived next door, and no, I'm sorry.
Myth.
I would love to know
VR.
the policies.
Vacation Rob. Very
Oh,
good.
he is giddy today.
Oh, he is. He
Oh
is.
my
And
God,
he'll,
you're
he'll have
right,
more
for
crappy shtick
years.
going right up to the end. And by the time the show is over, I'll want to stab him in the eye with a knitting needle, and that's just the way
But
it goes.
the magic of Vacation Rob is he always appears at the same time as Vacation Mike, who has the least patience of all.
Thank
It's
you.
a magical thing.
Thank you so very, very much. But let me tell you that here's a myth. This is good. This is going to get me in real big trouble.
Whisper it.
Okay, I'll whisper the myths.
That way no
I'm
one will
breaking.
know.
Okay. People from the heartland aren't really nice. There you go.
Oh, how dare you?
Sorry.
So
Sorry.
that's
Did I say that out
those
loud?
people
I'm
are
sorry.
So nice.
That's the truth, not the myth.
Yeah.
The myth would be that they are nice.
Yes, the myth is that people from the heartland are really, really nice.
But
You
let's
know,
focus,
that
Mike.
old
Right.
Midwestern hospitality.
Well, you know what?
Wrong.
Is it not regional? Let's focus on a state and say Indiana.
Well, they've shown their cards.
Exactly. They've revealed their whole card.
Yeah.
We got plenty of them here. We do.
Why do you suppose it is? Because there's a lot of states in the
if you
Midwest.
ask them, I would tell you what it is.
Okay, tell me.
Hold on. I have to go into the soundboard to get it. Hold on
Okay.
just a second. Because this is going to really get a workout.
Gary, Indiana, Gary,
I am.
Indiana.
I'm sure I understand why this is happening. Talk
right.
amongst yourselves while I
Sure,
get the
no problem.
soundboard
Remember
up
when we drove through Indiana in our RV trip?
We got some wings in Indiana.
It was a horrible town.
Yeah.
here. It was the
country,
state. The
even.
state, Rob. It's not a town. It's
Holy
not. Come on,
crap.
damn it. Let's
Oh,
go.
we saw. You know what's Indiana is Notre Dame.
Yeah.
South Bend,
Yeah.
Indiana. So Regis
Almost got our
loves
tour
Indiana.
bus stuck there.
Oh, remember we had to pull out the
Yeah.
ladder and climb in
Oh,
through the
God.
window
That was me.
in the rain.
Locked out.
Yeah, it was not
Good morning.
You know where that is today? No. All right, found it. If you asked me, if you asked somebody, when I said the myth is that they're all nice,
Sure.
said, well, what would they say to that? They'd blame
Obama.
They'd blame
Obama.
They would blame
Obama.
Yes, they would.
Man, a lot of
Yeah,
no
they would do
Obama
that.
stickers.
Yeah. Oh bummer. Oh bummer.
bummer?
That's
I
a
haven't
that's
seen
a
that one yet.
that's
Hey, you
a
know what?
I gotta
That is
get
that is, if possible, less clever and less funny than Obama.
right.
They
right.
really. Where do you go from no Obama and take a trip down? Oh bummer. That's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
good.
Oh bummer. Oh
That's-
bummer. There was a picture on an SUV with an Ohio license plate
Ooh.
that said it was on the side of the Chevy Tahoe Bourbon
Sure.
that I was looking at, and it said
Mike, it's called a turban.
it's a picture. It's a picture of this guy.
Obama.
Yes, our
And
president.
he said, "Does this ass make my truck look fat?"
Oh, that's not. That's
No, but it's all over
That's
down here.
rude.
It's all over down here.
What are they
You
going to
see it
say
all the
about
time.
Hillary with her cankles?
You know what?
Yeah.
You
How do
know
my
it-
ankles look?
It really.
The federal deficit.
I will tell you this. Wouldn't we love? Can't we get somebody cool? I mean, Obama's pretty cool. I'd just like to get somebody spectacular. That's not. It's never going to happen. But I mean,
No.
we
The
don't have
system
any.
is broken, Mike.
What do we got? We got Hillary. We got Rand Paul. We got Ted Cruz. Why
None
can't
of
we
them are
get
cool.
somebody?
Slick Willie.
None of them.
I want to. I want to get somebody. We've had. Correct me if I'm wrong. All presidents probably have supporters and detractors, but
Yeah.
haven't we had
Reagan.
presidents like maybe
Reagan ruled.
Reagan was
He
pretty
was
popular, and even his
awesome.
But
even
he's
his
so much more
detractors.
popular. He was so much more popular after the fact, though. You know what? He was.
Yeah, that's right. He wasn't. He took a lot of crap when he was in office.
especially the first term. The actor, you're going to put
Yep.
the actor in office?
The guy that worked with the chimp. I remember
Yeah,
those
of
days.
course,
I remember
of
when that
course.
happened. I want somebody.
Made the wall fall down.
I want somebody completely different. I want somebody that comes out of Congress that nobody's ever heard before. Well, that was Sarah Palin, so maybe she came from the governor's mansion in
Maverick.
Alaska.
How about
but
another
she was an
actor?
unknown.
Get another
What?
actor.
All right,
John
if you were
McCain.
going, who would you actually put in the White House
Oh,
right
if
from
you
the
had to?
screen? You had to put a
let me
guy.
look at the composite
right
here.
on.
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Rob, you are such a queen. Can we, because of that comment, you're going to have to come back out of the commercial break with April and Sondheim, okay? You're gonna have to do that. Bradley Cooper. I done got one. Yes, Rob Spiewak in the second row. Bradley Cooper.
You think that his dazzling blue eyes go into a meeting? You don't think
I know.
Putin's going to be on the defensive?
I guess he's as good as any. Why not? We'll take a break. Have more fun and more thrills coming up on the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Don't be a fool this April. Stop getting tricked by the big-name razor companies, okay? You don't need to pay an arm and a leg. All you need is Harry's. Harry's puts nearly a century of shaving experience into each blade for a superior shave every single time. Go into a drugstore, take a look at those blades that you see on the shelf, and price them.
Mike,
I ask you to do that.
They're not even on a shelf. They're locked behind plastic.
They're
like
behind
there's
plastic.
Some sort of precious thing.
It's ridiculous, and right now, if you go to Harry's, roughly half the price of the big-name brands in the drugstore. The average shaver spends $300 a year on blades. Why not cut that in half with Harry's? Try it, and you will be a Harry's guy for life. With extra dough in your pocket, you can get $5 off your first purchase with our code TMOS. That means the starter set is only $10.
True.
For a month's worth of shaving. You get the razor, 3 blades, a bottle of shaving cream, all sent straight to your door with no middlemen and free shipping. And by the way, with my baby soft child's ass face, I will tell you this. I don't need 3 a month. I don't need 3 a month.
I don't.
They last
If
for
you're
lifetime,
fair, and for God's sakes, Tab Patterson got his in 1964, and he's still using the same razor.
Actually, he's using the handle without the blade.
Your satisfaction is 100% guaranteed, or your money back. Shaves like in the old days, they would take the razor out. Nice shave, Tab. Go to Harrys.com right now. Enter the code TMOS at checkout for $5 off your first order of a starter set. That's right. With the code TMOS, you get a month's worth of shaving for just $10. That's HARRYS.com. And the TMOS code at checkout, and change the way you shave forever, baby. All right, Rob, take it away. Here we go. Sondheim.
April means Stephen Sondheim.
Welcome to the theater.
The fun.
The magic.
The fun.
The fun.
It's Sondheim on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Mike,
Yes?
this is a song that's going to blow your mind. Are you familiar
All right.
with the Sondheim musical Assassins?
No, I don't happen to be familiar with any of his musicals.
You know what? As I look into it, Mike, actually neither am I.
I know,
We
I
kind of
don't-
jumped into this blindly, didn't
Yeah,
we?
big name in Broadway, but no,
Huge.
don't remember Assassins.
But as we were talking about President Bradley Cooper, this sort of stands to follow. Assassins is a musical about people that tried or succeeded in assassinating the president. And this is a song from Assassins called
Wow, how dark is that?
Pretty damn dark.
When
And,
was this out? When did this musical come out?
1990, I think, and there's been a couple revivals. This is called Unworthy of Your Love, and in this song, John Hinckley is singing a song to Jodie Foster, and Squeaky Fromm is echoing the same song to Charles Manson. Ladies and gentlemen, Sondheim.
I am unworthy of your love, Jody.
Oh my God.
Let me prove worthy of your love.
More like Sadheim.
Sadheim, yeah.
Jesus Christ, what was he smoking when he did this one?
I can earn your love, set me free.
But it talks about the guy that tried to shoot Garfield. John Wilkes Booth is a character in the thing.
That's weird.
the guy
That's
that-
so totally
Yeah.
weird.
So here we have, this is, here comes Squeaky Fromm, I think.
Okay, all right, I get it. All right. Yeah, they want the love of the creep that mentors them. Oh, strange. I'm
so
sorry.
There you go. So check that out.
blowing
the next
that
time
up.
you're on the Great White Way.
When is April?
Terrible. Wow.
As soon as May starts.
Yeah, we might have to cut that one in half, Rob. That's for sure. That's
We'll
starting
see.
to really.
Who do you want to focus on next month?
Yeah. Oscar and Hammerstein.
See, better. At least we got something bright.
Oh, Rogers and Hammerstein, right? Is
Yeah,
that
Oscar
or
Hammerstein. And
Oscar
Richard-
Hammerstein was the full name of the
Richard
guy.
Rogers.
Yeah, here we go. We're getting all Queenie on you. All right, welcome back, everybody. I wanted to talk about Florida for just a second more, if you don't mind. The thing I wanted to say is that there are plenty of wonderful people down here. They really are, and they're good people. But any group, when you get them en masse, you get a probably a little wear and tear on the old psyche after they've been here. And there are just some tells that I have, But for every person that might, in a small way, be annoying, you got 30 of them that are sweet and the things I love. I said all the things. I didn't dispel that many myths, but I will tell you, I just love when old people get a charge out of my kid when they see my kid in a restaurant or a store.
It really
and
is the
they're
best.
just so sweet and they're so kind, and you can tell a good grandma from a mile away, and it's really fun. So I love that part of it, and seeing him interact with I think really my son socially is ahead of the curve right now based on how much socializing he's done with these older people, because they're so engaging. And
he's hanging out with adults all the time.
I like it.
I grew
I
up
like
around
it.
adults, too. I really did.
Yeah.
I was the only kid in the family for 10 years, and I think it's huge. I never baby talked to my kids.
No.
You always talk to them as you want them to be, and being around grown-ups, I think, is one of the most valuable things for kids in the world.
Rob doesn't talk about this very often, but he exclusively socialized with adults. That's the only people that he would see, and he would get his 3 meals a day. They would bring them downstairs, slide them under the bar, and Rob would eat well. And it was how many years did you go with Mrs. Paul's fish sticks? Just out of curiosity.
It was a funny thing, Mike, because eventually it got where they were only feeding me 6 days a week.
Yeah.
So I would pocket. Do you ever hear the phrase "pocket the fish stick"? I'm sure you
Right,
have.
right,
I
yeah.
invented that. What they would do is they'd bring me 4 or 5 fish sticks, and I would take one fish stick and I'd put it in my
You would ration.
in my loincloth, and I'd
And it was
have it.
And totally ammoniated by the time Sunday dinner came along.
Dinner,
What
yeah.
that
And they would try
quotation
to
marks.
trick me. They'd try to
Right.
trick me, but I fooled them. I knew how to tell time. I watched the ants.
Yes,
Liddy taught me that. They would come in at daytime, and
You
I would
watched
know.
the ants.
That's how and I just sat there by myself, throwing my ball against the wall, catching it in my glove. It was good, and I was let out, I think, at age 2. I was there for the first 2 years of my life.
That's why I always like to take a little pause and say, "Nice going, horny Bob Spiewak."
That's right, exactly.
All right, getting back to it. So I really do. There's some nice people, but anytime you get a pack and it thins out a little bit, it's a different vibe. It's what we came down here to last year, and we feel kind of cool about it. I think you're coming down, Oscar, at a very, very good time. I think you're going to enjoy your little vacay, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited about it.
Have we talked about where you're going?
No.
We probably shouldn't do
mentioned it,
that.
haven't we?
Briefly, but we haven't laid down the circumstances. So I have a good friend, and it's a mutual friend with Todd and I. And
A Mitchell friend?
A mutual.
Oh, I thought his name was Mitchell.
And his friend is Tim, and his name is Tim Belcher, and I don't know if he wants his last name out there, but he's just a 10, right? He's got a wonderful home in Key West, and
Hey, it's Tim Belcher.
he was kind enough to offer it, and he's offered it multiple times, but I never really thought about taking him up on it.
Is
Because
he a
I'm
guy
just
that
not
used to
the
make
guy.
a lot? Did he used to make a lot of prank phone calls?
No, he's not the Belcher.
Oh, okay, just checking.
Rob.
But
Rest in peace,
But
Mike.
him and his wife were kind of to give Shannon and I their house in Key West, their vacation home for a week.
Key West, Florida?
In Key West, Florida.
All by your onesies, right?
All by ourselves, yes.
How cool is that?
It's
And
very
is it a big place?
It's right in the middle of, I think it's 2 blocks from the main drag, so I imagine it's a
very
nice home.
cool. You are
Got a
gonna.
pool.
You better
So-
start drinking buttermilk right now, pal. That's for sure.
Well, I know this, that
That's like such a 1940s reference.
the schedule has shifted because I initially was supposed to go down with Shannon, and now Shannon has some schoolwork that she has to get done, and she has to be in class, so she can't take the entire week off. I will be leaving on Sunday and arriving Sunday at what's 2.5 hours direct flight, right? Something like that. And I'll be arriving, but I also have a ton of schoolwork to get done. I have 2 finals.
But you know what? What better place to do schoolwork, Mike,
Yes.
than poolside at Key West?
That'll be nice.
Or maybe at a high table near a bar.
I'm thinking of doing a listener meetup, but I haven't looked at the demographics yet to see if there's enough people to actually do it. One person's enough for me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you'd be sitting there, you're like right in the middle of some complex MBA problem, and next to you somebody's going, sorry
Is
sorry
it really
about
like
that.
that? I've never been.
Well, all I know about, I've been there once, and I will tell you this, that it is a festive town, but there are festivals they have down there. I think they have kind of like Pride. They have a gay Pride week down there, but they also have like well, look it up, guys. Look up what the what we've got as far as Key West festivals.
And also, Fantasy Fest, and that's in the fall.
Fantasy Fest is where people walk around naked and stuff like that.
Well, I bet there's got to be some sort of second-tier festival when Oscar's down there, like Empanada Days or something.
No, it's not. Because of him being there, they're going to have a complete Hispanic parade. No, they're not doing that,
I
Rob.
know
They're
Jimmy
not gonna do
Buffett
that.
loves Key West.
Yes, Jimmy Buffett loves everything if it makes money.
Was that a groan from Pony when you mentioned Buffett?
Not a fan.
Yeah, me neither.
Really?
Not a fan.
No,
You're a fan of fixing emails as well?
Not a fan.
There you go.
Well, it's funny what Oscar
dare
digs.
you.
It's funny what Oscar digs his heels on.
Oh,
All of a
Pirate
sudden,
of 50. Have you read the book? You should read it. It's
no,
great.
no, I don't like Jimmy Buffett. I don't like him either.
How dare you?
I don't. You know what, Mike? I'm sure
I
Buffett's
hate
fine.
Buffett. I don't care who knows it. I'm not a parrot head. I don't
You know
like
what?
parrot heads.
He might be a fine guy, but his fans are dicks.
Absolute dicks.
I know
Absolute
that for
dicks.
sure.
Used to take over my my bar when I first bought it, and they hated me because I wanted to get the week back, and now hey, we're going to go to the concert. What they are is they are. We used to have a term for people that would put out shamrocks and the Irish flag. We called them professional Irishmen.
Yeah.
And these are professional partiers. And professional partiers are like, hey, look at me. I got a fake parrot on my head. I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt. I got beads and a lei, and I'm all out. I'm so much fun.
Yeah.
And they weren't.
No,
they really weren't at all.
And you
know?
wonder why your doors are shuttered.
No.
Yeah, this is true.
You're fine.
You want to spend money? Oh, my God.
I am
So
now
annoying.
on the
Get outta
official.
here.
Go and play fins. Play fins. Play fins because I want to do this. Go and do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh, you got to come back on October 23rd because it is the official Fantasy Fest 2015.
Fantasy Fest.
I am looking at the pictures.
If the water
and-
is as blue as it is here on their website, I'm all in.
All in the water, sure.
I'm all in.
It doesn't really the experience. Photos. Let's take a look at the photos.
But is there
Painted bodies, Mike.
Yes.
You gonna
Wow.
paint your body?
I would on Fantasy Fest.
It looks like really not as much nudity as I thought. It just looks like a bunch of people kind of. There's some disturbing. It's like those nudist people that
Well, Mike,
we always
of course,
used to
it's
have on the
always
old
like
show.
Real Sex 27. It's anyone that's naked you don't want to see naked. And do you remember the worst thing about when we did that broadcast from
At the nudist camp?
The worst thing, and there was not only just hideous people. I don't know why this stays with me. They all traveled with towels to sit on. And then they would sit on the
Gross.
towel and then get up and put the towel around their neck. And I'm thinking, if the towel is so necessary to keep your lawn furniture clean, why are you putting it that close to your face?
Well,
Pony, stop it.
Maybe I'll learn how to kiteboard while I'm down there.
Do you know they have nude cruises too? They have nude. Have you seen that?
Really?
I was. Carl and I were fantasizing about the idea of going on like a 3-dayer.
A nude cruiser?
No, that maybe a Disney thing if we could take. But he's too young.
He's not going to remember.
Big
He's
red
not going to
boat?
remember.
No.
And I was looking at it, and I said, "Thank you, no."
Yeah.
Thank you. No effing way. And then I just was on a cruising website, and in the upper right-hand corner, they had nude cruises. And I said, Carly, you got to get a load of this. And I opened up the page, and the grossest thing in there were 2 people at a slot machine in the cruise ship casino, and they had the towels down with their dimpled asses sitting there, and one layer of high-grade cotton between the vinyl of the chair and the crack of their 45-year-old buttocks.
Wow, how'd you like to put a quarter on that pay line?
It's so nasty. It looks.
Is the nude cruise linked to the Disney site? Just curious.
No, it was a separate. It was
Good.
like general cruising website they had. But I've always felt that. And people will get pissed because there are people in this lifestyle that really hate this. But I always felt that there is an undercurrent of that nasty real sex horn doggy person that goes on those. They can talk all day long about
freedom.
the freedom they have.
It's always freedom.
But it's just there's something about it where I always feel like they're leering. That there's somebody there that's just looking at your wife's wajine when you're, you by the pool.
You know what it is? It's unsavory. They're looking to trade up at all times.
Absolutely. I think it's a swinging thing.
I found what I can do.
Oh, what's
on
that?
April 16th in Key Largo, it's free fish ID classes with Keys underwater photographers. So you can actually go underwater, take pictures of fish, and help identify them.
Well, that's cool because
Right?
there's a tremendous amount of
I bet you'd identify some fish on that nude cruise.
Oh God, that's nasty. There is a. There is probably the best fishing in the state. Down
Taking the
there.
drone down there, I'll tell you that.
Are you really?
Oh yeah, have fun with
That's
have
cool.
fun with the
It'll be a lot of
drone.
fun.
Oh my God, he's killed a pelican. He's killed a goddamn
The
pelican. That's
whale
what's
has
happened.
swallowed the drone.
Can't fly it around here.
No.
Do you know
Well,
what Carrie loved? And I think it would be good for the show if Oscar did this when he's in Key West. They have some fabulous drag shows down there.
Oh, I love drag shows.
So you should go see
Fun.
one.
See them in Miami.
Yeah,
A lot of
You
fun.
know, I'm beginning to wonder, Rob. This is right after you wanted Bradley Cooper as president, and then you played the Sondheim clip from that obscure musical, and and now you know about the drag shows.
And my
in
wife
Key
went, and
West.
I think, don't you think it would be
Power
funny to
bottom
see
over here.
Oscar?
We always knew it.
Extraordinarily powerful, though. I'd love to see Oscar reviewing a drag show.
Vibrant artist community, vibrant bar scene, vibrant gay community, vibrant fun community that they have down there.
Can't wait.
Very
And with
vibrant
3 days
people.
on your own, you'll have plenty of time to make friends.
Yeah. I would go to Irish Kevin's.
Irish Kevin.
That is the bar that I would go to. Now, Irish Kevin's is a saloon that has just a little bandstand, just almost a little box in the side, and it's a long bar, and you walk in, and they hire, I believe, exclusively these guitar players, acoustic guitar players that bust balls on people.
Oh,
that
great.
are kind of comedy, and they're really
Outstanding.
really good at it. So I think you'll have a fantastic time.
Perfect.
And what time do you want us to have lunch with you on Monday?
Anytime you'd like.
Anytime. Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
At
It's,
Irish Kevin's?
Do you want to drive down? Drive down.
You should.
I
Mike.
really, Carla wouldn't do it. I swear to God, Carla wouldn't do it. But I'd love to take the. They have a ship that goes down there. They've got a high speed ferry that goes from Fort Myers Beach
I'm
all the way.
fastest one there
Oh,
is.
today you are, Rob. Today that is Rob's title today on the show. That's the way that goes.
How quickly does the boat go? How fast can you?
I can get there in 2.5 hours.
Whoa!
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, 2.5 hours down there. Yeah, it's not that far.
The
It's not all
pneumatic
that far.
tube.
Is it
on the water.
is it the kind of ferry that you bring your car on? So when you get there, you dismount and you've got your
No,
car?
it is. They got a little
Dismount,
snack bar set up. It's
Sure.
2.5 hours. Carla doesn't want to go on it again because the one time we took it to go down there to see an old buddy of mine,
Yeah.
we went down there and they lost the second engine within 20 minutes of being out at sea, and we doubled the time. So it went from 2.5 hours to being on that boat for like 6 hours.
So
and
actually slower
we were-
than driving.
And it's nasty to be out there that long. It was not fun at all. What were
Yeah,
you going
but
to say?
Mike, the
Oz?
odds of it happening again, you've already got that off your plate.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
right?
It's been disaster proof.
Yeah, you're good to go. Get on down. I'll pick
I
you up.
think it might be a day trip potential
at
too,
the
where you
dock,
could come down and
or
do
if
that.
if you got to spend the night, I'm sure there's room for two in that bed.
You know what? I think that I will investigate
Power
that, and
bottom.
maybe it might be a real, maybe a little trip down there
Just a
on
one-day
a Monday.
getaway.
A 1 day getaway
Yes.
might be a lot of fun. Might be
And
a lot
wouldn't
of
it be
fun.
great,
man.
Mike, after 2 days away from Oscar to see him again?
Yeah, but Mike
would
and
give
I
me
have
great
a lot
joy.
in common.
No, it's true.
Yes.
That's very
We
true.
love the bar.
Absolutely, we
Bar.
do.
You love the
Indeed.
bar.
Yeah. If you see me getting off that boat alone, it'll be woohoo!
If you see him get off the boat alone, go to Irish Kevin and ask if he has any Irish paddles.
And around 5, when I'm putting him back on the boat.
Oh, it's fantastic. We'll have a fun. So,
Oh, he's
About
going to
three-
take that turn? You turn into Sad Mike.
about 3 o'clock in the morning, nobody likes me. Nobody likes my sorry white fat ass. Nobody likes me at all.
Blocking people, you've got the power now.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Let's go back to the pool and block people in the fan club. I want you to block him and block him and block him twice.
Were you there last night? Anyway, thanks a lot. We will take a break. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, it is news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hey everybody, it's Kevin McCarthy here, geeking out. Let me tell you all about cake and cookies.
Wow, Rob Spiewak's on that show.
Wait, who?
Rob Spiewak.
I have no idea who that person is.
Yeah.
What I do is when I download the podcast, I edit all the cake parts out, and I just listen to the cookie part. So big ups to cake. I love cake.
For more information, visit morebroadcasting.com.
Cake and Cookies, the podcast that has nothing to do with cake or cookies. It's Rob and Katie.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by FanDuel. Baseball!
Hey, who loves baseball?
Baseball.
Baseball season is here. FanDuel is changing the way people play fantasy baseball and making it more fun than ever. The time to join is right now. Sign up today to play one-day fantasy baseball at FanDuel.com. FanDuel.com has immediate cash payouts and entry fees start at just $1. Forget about waiting 6 months to win a league. Play today, win tonight. No season-long commitment and no upfront fees. Be like Joe Watson in New York. After less than 2 weeks, he pocketed over $30,000 on FanDuel. They are handing out more than $2.5 million every single day this MLB season, but you can't win if you don't play. Just go to FanDuel.com, click on the microphone in the upper right-hand corner, and use our code TMOS to sign up today. Here's a special offer for new users. For every $1 you deposit, FanDuel will match it up to $200 that gets earned as you play. The offer is only good for the first 50 people that use the code TMOS. Just remember to enter TMOS at FanDuel.com. This offer ends soon, so sign up today. FanDuel.com, where every day is a brand new season.
News.
I'm going to throw a bucket of water over Spiewak today. Swear
He
to
is so
God.
giddy.
No one.
He is T-minus 2 hours away from just freedom.
Yes, yes.
I'm
What
going
will
to go down to Key West.
what will
Visit
you be
Oscar.
doing? What will you be doing on your vacation?
There's a couple things that are going to happen. One thing that I got rooked into that I did not expect is I have to speak at Robert's career day at the middle school. I'll be doing that one day.
That's why your middle name is fun.
That is my middle name. That is. Let's see. There's a couple things going on. Mostly hanging at the house and relaxing.
Yeah,
Pretty good little Saturday.
Exactly.
Thank you.
It's his favorite pastime. It's fine.
The worst kept
Pastime is
secret.
me time.
It's showbiz. What are you doing on your vacation? I'm going to grow. The worst kept secret in showbiz isn't a secret anymore. This is a great story.
Yes.
Barry Manilow got married, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa.
Yes.
His longtime partner, Gary Keefe. He's
Gary
Barry's
Stein?
manager.
What?
Gary Keefe.
Gary Keith it is.
Hi. He's Barry's manager and the president of Barry Manilow Productions. They have been together more than 30 years. They're not officially married, though. They had a commitment ceremony. Well, I thought they could get really married. They don't have to do commitment ceremonies anymore. That was
yeah,
fake
they can
marriage.
get really married. Yeah.
Well, maybe he's protecting the business, Mike.
A source says he didn't want to sign paperwork because he didn't want the word getting out. Quote, Barry is paranoid that his fans would not approve of him being gay. Oh, Barry, we've known forever. We've known forever, Barry. Come on now. You know, don't worry about that. It's 2015, baby. The wedding was a surprise to the guests, too. Up to 50 people attended, but they were told they were just having lunch at Barry and Gary's house in Palm Springs. Their neighbor, Suzanne Summers. God, I wish I was there. She was the best man. Barry is 71. Gary is 66. So congratulations to Barry Manilow and all that great
Was
music.
everyone disappointed, though, that they didn't get any of Barry's delicious home cooking, and instead they got a wedding?
I didn't know he was gay. I didn't all these years.
Really?
I really
That's
did.
like saying I didn't know he had plastic surgery. But the
No,
fact
honestly,
is,
when people, I had a roommate that loved Barry Manilow, a girl. She would just play him all the time, and I was like,
amazing songwriter,
Yeah.
but not good at keeping secrets. Remember when he got the plastic surgery and he came back after 3 weeks and said, "I don't know what happened. I walked into a door."
I know it was so obvious.
no.
Yeah, and his face looked like cellophane across it. That's what it like. You know. But congratulations to Barry.
Yeah, that's great.
I have literally never heard anyone complain about Sofia Vergara's boobs except Sofia Vergara.
True.
And when she complains about it, I think there is a segment of our listening audience that will enjoy this story. Well, she's doing it again. She's complaining about her breasts. The new issue of Vanity Fair. Sophia knows that those 32 F warlocks brought her to the dance.
Wow.
And she appreciates 32 F. Now, I know
That's
I
magical
think
chemistry right there, if you think about it.
what that is, that number, I believe, can only be on a very fit, thin woman
Yes.
who has magnificent breasts.
Because normally
Correct?
an F is preceded by something that's a 40.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, we've got a few of those down here.
Sure.
But on the other hand, having a natural set has its drawbacks, according to Sophia. She says, quote, I wish I had fake boobs. I lay down and they completely go down like all the way like here. It's not fun. I read that quote and wanted to see her demonstrating that, but I didn't get a chance to see that.
I'm looking at, you know who has a 38F is Manny from Modern Family.
Thank you.
How dare
Thank
you.
very much. That's lovely. Here's the last quote. My whole life buying a bra was a nightmare. What I used to do when I moved to L.A., I found places like Fredericks of Hollywood that makes bras for, dancers, strippers, skinny girls with gigantic boobs. Sophia, crazy like a fox. I love it. Keep those quotes coming.
She's awesome.
I'm a huge fan of hers. If you're sick and tired of spoilers, I'm not sure I can help you, but let me explain what's happening. Google might have your back on this. They just got a patent for some kind of anti-spoiler software that would track your TV or movie viewing progress and filter out information on things you haven't watched yet. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is, if it's that important to you, shut the door and turn everything off if you want to wait for your show.
Would
your
that
story.
software, like if you hadn't watched the nightly news with Lester Holt, would it like prevent you from going to CNN? Because it doesn't want to spoil what's going on with ISIS?
Good question.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, it sounds like they can only track things you're watching on Netflix, Amazon, or other streaming sources.
Sure.
But it's not clear what sites will be filtered. But if the list doesn't include Facebook or Twitter, it'd be a stupid idea, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think, admin?
Oh, I do whatever they want me to do, Mike. I'm a people's person.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. The Star tabloid says John Hamm was involved in the brutal hazing of a fraternity pledge in 1990 when he was at the University of Texas at Austin. He was charged with misdemeanor hazing and assault, but the charges were dropped under a plea agreement. Now, as I've told you before, I was inducted into a fraternity on an honorary basis.
Right.
I didn't get the official welcome in, but because I was leaving the college where the fraternity was, but they just wanted me to go through the ritual. So I'm always fascinated by these fraternity rituals. This is what John did. For starters, court documents say he, quote, hooked the claw of a hammer underneath the pledge's genitals and led him by the hammer around the room.
Wow.
Why are they so homoerotic, these rituals?
Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it, the way that goes?
It just doesn't make sense.
It's
because
kind of like doing a podcast with people having their shirts off.
Well, no. A fraternity is built on testosterone, brotherhood, and slaying chicks, right?
Sure. Yeah, it's strange. It's kind of strange.
That has nothing to do with a hammer and genitals.
He also participated in paddling the kid, causing him great pain by pulling his underwear back and forth in a sawing motion.
Oh, that's a wedgie.
And that's what it is.
Yeah,
it really is.
Atomic wedgie.
Then he set the poor.
Wedgie's the worst.
Now mine involved fire, and this one did too. He set the poor kid's pants on fire and made him try to blow it out instead of using his hand.
Wow. He set a few ladies' pants on fire, Mike. This John Hamm.
Yeah. How about that, John Hamm?
We all
Thank
make
you.
mistakes.
The National Enquirer said that Cher, this is a stunner to me. It says, but it is the National Enquirer, so take it with a grain of salt. It says that Cher is basically on her last legs.
Oh,
what?
Have you heard about this?
Oh, no.
At 68, she's battling several health problems, including the Epstein-Barr virus.
What's that?
That's what you're going to get when you're in Key West. No, I don't know. I don't want to make fun of a disease. The Epstein-Barr virus.
I thought he's actually going to drink there at the Epstein bar.
The Epstein bar. Hi. That is, whatever this is, it's supposed to be hard on her heart and kidneys. She's also severely depressed and is losing the will to live. This is the Enquirer.
Man.
I qualify all this with the Enquirer. Her depression is caused by a variety of personal problems. For instance, she had to cut her Dress to Kill tour short last year due to her health. Constant fighting caused her to kick her son Elijah Blue Allman and his wife out of her house. Well, they shouldn't be living there anyway, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Thank you.
freeloaders, you no good kids, Elijah Blue.
She's apparently also too depressed to visit her own mother, who basically lives right down the street.
Man.
I'm shocked that Cher's mother is alive.
Do you have the Madeline Kahn handy by any chance?
I do. Hey,
But because it's the last quote in the story here that's kind of
did
interesting.
you ever meet Cher? I know there was like a thing. Did you ever get to meet her when you were a disc jockey?
No, she called the show the day after. I think she called the show, and then, it was a big scandal where Don and I, we made it a big scandal. She didn't care. We were supposed to, she says she's tired. She's almost 70, and she's tired, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Cher.
Here I stand, the goddess of desire, set men on fire.
Cher.
I have this power.
This is not how she sounded with Sonny.
No, not at all.
Noon and night, it's swing and dancing.
Won't even see her mother down the
Some
street.
quick romancing.
She seems to be very tired.
Who is 175 years old.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
Johnny's constantly.
She's tired of fighting battles for everyone, her neighbors and her own family. She is truly depressed. And the thing with Cher was we were supposed to meet her pre-show.
Right.
They stiffed us on it. We were doing a morning show. We bitched about it the next day. And then they called and said, she'll meet you at the next concert. And I think we stiffed her. That's the kind of petty crap that we used to do. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Cher.
I'm tired.
That's it. Edit that to just the part where she sings I'm tired.
Okay, you got it.
If you can for the next time, because
You
I
got
love Madeline Kahn, but I don't want to wade through that again. So best of luck to Cher. Apparently, kids still hate vegetables so much that they would rather eat anything else. Literally anything.
Really?
A new survey found 71% of kids under 10 say they hate eating vegetables, but 18% say they'd like to try eating worms. 12% would try a caterpillar, and 12% would try snails. Well, snails are yummy if they're cooked the right way, so it's yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Way to go, kids. Eat your vegetables. And now a little something, something. It's cruel to intentionally kill a goldfish. Let them die the natural way when the kid who cried forgets to feed them because he wanted it. 32-year-old Angela Garcia of my state of Orlando, Florida, got into a massive drunken fight with her boyfriend, Norris Johnson, over the weekend. He stormed out of his apartment during the fight, so she trashed the place. She destroyed his TV, his electronics. Sounds familiar.
We're passionate people,
and his furniture. Then she got genocidal toward his sweet, innocent goldfish. Ooh, this sounds cruel.
It does.
Oh man, she's nasty. She dumped bleach into the tank, and that killed all 5 of them. She was arrested and charged with felony counts of animal cruelty and criminal mischief. And like I've always said, when parents fight, it's the fish who always suffer. Thank you.
But on the
Mom and
bright
Dad.
side, Mike, they turned from goldfish to whitefish.
Yes. That's my other joke, and you had it. Way to go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. We'll take a break and come back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody.
It's Tony and Gary.
Hi, I'm Tony Perkins.
Hi, I'm Roberta Flack.
This week, I love Roberta Flack.
Me too.
You know what? We have another great singer on the show this week.
What's her name?
Sarah Partridge. Ever heard of her?
Yes, I've slept with her.
Folks, it's because she is his wife.
That's why.
She has a brand new jazz CD out. We'll talk to Sarah. We'll hear some of the CD, and we're going to talk all about music.
Can't wait.
It's on this week's episode. Search for The Tony Perkins Show and subscribe on iTunes.
The Tony Perkins Show.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. We want to say thank you to Audible.com for supporting the Mike O'Mara Show. We are so excited to see what they're doing at Audible because they got great books there all the time, and we love being a part of Audible. We know they're fans of our show. Everyone, please go to audiblepodcast.com/TMOS to show your support and to get yourself a free audiobook. You're going to love Audible.com. It's the leading provider of audiobooks with over 150,000 downloadable titles of all types, fiction, nonfiction, periodicals, you name it. Rob Spiewak, I know you're reading one right now.
I just finished it, and it is fantastic. I have a long commute, as you know, and the audiobooks keep me company. Patton Oswalt read his own book. And his
I got to do that. I'm going to steal that. I got to do that.
It's called Silver Screen Fiend. And not only is it a great book about movies, he talks about growing up in our area. And so it was so cool to have Patton in the car with me for like 5 or 6 days driving to work. Highly, highly recommended.
Good stuff. For our TMOS listeners, Audible is offering free audiobook so you can try out the service. One audiobook we'd like to recommend is the Patton book. I love books. We used to call them books on tape, but now they're called audiobooks.
Right.
Audible is simply the best. To download your free audiobook or another one of your choice, just go to audiblepodcast.com/TMOS. That's audiblepodcast.com/TMOS, and we thank you, Audible. Without further ado, let's open up the audiobook for today. Is this already April 9th?
It is.
April 9th, Thursday. Take it away, Rob Spiewak.
I get to run this music again, Mike, because yesterday, and explain to me, because I'm not exactly sure what it is, the par 3
Yeah,
round of the Masters? How does it work?
They have a little par 3 course on the grounds of Augusta. It's another golf course, but it's just par 3s, and it's a wonderful event where all the players get to bring their favorite person out to caddy for them. They bring their little kids out.
Right.
They're all wearing the little caddy outfits that they have at the Masters, and it's a lot of fun. I think Tiger was supposed to play in it yesterday with Mark O'Mara. He was going to play in it as well.
And I think Tiger actually let his caddy take a short putt for him, which disqualified him, but it's such a loosey-goosey affair. It's not a big deal. This is a great piece of tape. Ben Crenshaw was playing with Jack Nicklaus. More on him later. And when he got up, one of his shots was way, way to the left and landed on the wrong side.
Ben Crenshaw or Jack Nicklaus?
This is Crenshaw. One of his shots went way, way left and landed on the wrong side of a hill, and he got heckled from the crowd, which is normally bad form, except this heckler, Mike, was Arnold Palmer.
Nice shot, Dan.
And Andy, as we progress through this front side,
That was Arnold.
I love it. I love it. You know what? Here's something
That's so great, isn't it?
One of the things that I mentioned about the tournament, what I love about it, more than any other sport, this is a sport that recognizes its elderly heroes. And
and it
it's
allows them to
spectacular.
continue. Because of the nature of the sport.
And, you have the honorary starters, and they get to hit the ball, Arnie and Jack and Gary Player. I have had the privilege of meeting all 3 of those men. And Gary Player is one of the coolest guys I've ever met. He actually went through at one of the tournaments I was at and shook the hands of almost every volunteer that was around the tee box. It's really fun. So I'm totally into the Masters this
So
year.
there's a press conference before this par 3, and Jack Nicklaus is there. Jack Nicklaus has never hit a hole-in-one on the grounds of Augusta. And they asked Jack what his plans were for the par 3.
Maybe a hole-in-one. How's that?
I'd love to see it. I'm sure the folks at home
Absolutely.
would as well.
We'll try to get one for you.
And I like how Jack Nicklaus, as he gets older, his voice gets higher, which is
Right.
nice. So he gets up. I think this was the 4th hole yesterday.
This is pretty incredible.
It was so much fun to watch. Jack Nicklaus swings and nails it, all right?
And here's Jack at number 4.
It's a 130-yard par 3 across the water. Really a good golf hole. Come on, Jack. Yes.
Oh, yes!
Right.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
Fan-effing-tastic.
It was so cool because he overshot it by about 15 feet and played for the roll, and it rolled right back in.
Well, it bit. It actually had some spin on it, which, the guy can still play at that level.
That is so
it's
great.
incredible
Now,
to watch.
here, Mike, is exclusive audio. That was the television coverage of it. My 2 cousins, Mark and Eric, are actually down there for the tournament.
Oh, really?
And Eric was in the crowd, and you're not supposed to videotape with your phone on the grounds of Augusta. And he was obeying
You're violating. We're going to get sued, Rob.
But what happened is he said, you know what, we're here. Let me just tape one Nicklaus shot because it's history in front of me. He
Oh, my
taped
God, and he
one
got it?
shot all day.
Oh, my God, and he got it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I want you to
incredible.
hear the way the crowd sounds because it's electric. Thanks to my cousin Eric for this.
Shot. Get in the hole. Come on.
That gives me chills. That's fantastic.
That's
cool. Fan-effing-tastic. Wow. All right, boy, I'm going to be all over
they started
YouTube watching
chanting
that
now.
today. That's great.
They start chanting right about here, I think.
What a great moment for him. What a great moment for him. Fantastic.
And you know what? You really can't rank your family. You really shouldn't rank your family. But
Right.
these are my coolest cousins, and I'm so glad they're there.
Oh,
and
well done.
amazing that they saw
Fabulous
that.
audio. That's
Real
incredible.
Housewives of Beverly Hills had their reunion. Mike, I meant to play this for you yesterday because I wanted your comments.
Yes,
This
I watched
is
the whole thing. God almighty. Drinking wine and watching the Housewives.
Brandy
Yes,
versus Lisa Rinna, and they really go at it. These are classy dames right here.
I was joking. I told you I was joking. About me being a trashy mom? I didn't say. I just said I based it on your look.
But we had gotten along for so long.
We
Listen,
were.
you've had the same hairdo for 20 years, and you're basing it on my look?
Where does that come from?
Whoa. I mean,
Rinna, have you had the same hairdo for 20 years?
Yes, I have.
You, I'm sick of you. Everyone's sick of you.
Joke.
Change your depends because you're so full of Go change them.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Where's
She's
your
still
tampon
sexy.
endorsement? Go get it, baby.
Trust me, I'm working on it.
Do it.
They're very good friends.
Who was she fighting with again?
That was
It was Lisa Rinna fighting with Brandy Glanville, who is the lightning rod for that show. And I will tell you something. For an older lady, Lisa Rinna is
still doing okay.
She keeps it tight, Oscar. She truly does.
And
Absolutely.
let us close with this. We were way on top of Rand Paul on the Today Show yesterday. A lot of that sort of brewed after we signed off the show. This seems to be everyone's favorite moment when Rand Paul just said, no, no, no.
No.
Is Iran still not a threat?
No. Listen.
And a lot of people reminded me of the no, no, no cat. So every time I hear Rand Paul, now I'm going to be thinking of this cat. The next president of the United States, Rand Paul. Wow. Never sank a hole in one. That is your Magic Audio Ball. Have a great Thursday, everybody.
Get us out of here, buddy. Let's go. All right, that's it. We got to get out of here. Another Mike O'Mara show is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to join us again for more fun and more thrills at MikeO'MaraShow.com. If you want to correspond with the show, send us a letter. Send us a package. Send us a picture. Send us a postcard. It's Box 2796, Leesburg, Virginia, 20177. To get your message or birthday request, I'm on fumes, into the Wednesday mailbag, email Rob at MikeO'MaraShow.com. We rely on your word of mouth to get these bonus show subscriptions up. Buy a monthly package or a yearly package. It would be the world to us. You've done it this week. Continue to do it. Tell your friends to do the same. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara saying, see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Thanks to Audible.com for supporting the Mike O'Mara Show. Audible is the leading provider of audiobooks with over 150,000 downloadable titles. For a free audiobook of your choice, just go to audiblepodcast.com/TMOS. Remember, go to audiblepodcast.com/TMOS and get your free audiobook. Thank you, Audible.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.